Oh. Well, I want to tell you a story about a man from Queensland who was doing a job for the last 3 years which was somewhat related to government. In fact, I would say quite heavily related to the functioning of Canberra's government. And he did that job for 3 years, and then after the election, which was conducted earlier this year, he read a book from America. The book was called Abundance, and this man read this book. And after he read this book, and then he discovered that what he'd been doing in the first 3 years of this job was all wrong. It was terrible. So he read an American book to discover that what he'd been doing in Canberra was actually wrecking Australia. Now, the man's name is Dr. Jim Chalmers, who's the Treasurer of Australia. And he's a doctor, he's a doctor of something, and he's read a book and now he's changed his whole view about what's happened in the last 3 years. He's repudiated 3 years of Labor government where they put in place 5,000 new regulations, and growing. And today we see on the newspaper or the TV, whatever it's called, that there's going to be more regulations. Now YouTube's banned and all sorts of websites are going to be filtered by the government, and we're going to have more and more regulations. But of course the problem with this is that's not what the book said to do. The book told him that he needed to cut regulations and to abolish the thicket of regulations that he's been talking about alongside the Housing Minister and Dr. Lee. So maybe this book wasn't actually well thought through in the sense that he didn't understand what it said. Maybe he needs to read another book because he's at risk of doing again what he did in the first 3 years, which is more laws and more regulations and more red tape, which is bad.